but I'm so thankful to be a part of such an amazing movement. She reached out to me because she spoke to my franchise director and she understood that I am actually a survivor. I will not use the word victim, but I'm a survivor of sexual assault and sexual abuse as a child. And I know this is on a live, and you guys probably not expecting me to have this type of conversation, but I think it's very important for us to understand that sexual assault and survivors of sexual assault and abuse and domestic violence, we have different look and we have a different appearance, and it's important for us to have this platform so that we can speak, so that everyone can understand that there is a story behind the face, but there is also more than the story. I don't want us to get caught up in reading an article or seeing something on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook and not understanding that there is life after the fact. I really don't want to stay here too long, so I just want to give you guys a little background to my story. So as I said before, that I am a survivor of sexual assault. It happened to me, it started at the age of 5 and it lasted to 12 years old. So that's, let's say 5.5 to 12. So that's about 6 years, give or take. And I struggled because growing up at a very young age, I struggled with my femininity and I struggled with learning to love myself with my dark skin and my hair and my tone of voice and my demeanor. So while growing up and learning that, you know, to love myself as a woman, even though I'm a small child, I had to deal with battling my femininity and learning to love myself as who I was, and then to be sexually assaulted. And I was sexually assaulted by a family member, and I've actually survived 2 assaults. One is a family member and the other person is a family friend. And I think it's oftentimes that we don't realize that these things can happen when it's someone who's very, very close to us and close to our family. So it's so important that we need to protect our young men and our young women from people that you never think that these things can happen to them. I have since then grown tremendously since then, but it took me a very, very long time. The first time I actually understood and I would say accepted what happened to me, I was the age of 18. I am 29 today. Well, this year I turned 29. So it's been 11 years post actually understanding that this is in fact my story. If I had the opportunity to change anything that happened in my past, I actually would not. It's not to say that I would want to go through this again, but I understand that this is my story and this is my story to own, and I am here to be an inspiration and an aspiration. I am here to inspire and to be inspired. So I hope that if it is you hear my story tonight, that you take this in stride and that you understand that your circumstances does not determine your outcome, and that you are more powerful than your abuser. You are more powerful than the person that took your childhood like he did from me, and that you can achieve anything and everything that you set your mind to, because you more than deserve it and you are more than worth it. And I really want to stand here for the young women who may or may not look like me, who have had similar stories to myself. If 5-year-old Jenelle knew that 12-year-old Jenelle would have been strong enough to actually come out and talk my truth, she would not believe it. Far less for 5-year-old Jenelle to know that at 29 I would have the amazing opportunity to not only represent my country, but to have this fantastic platform that the Candlelight Movement has given young women like myself to talk about our past and to hopefully create a guideline for other young women to step forward in their truth. She would not believe it. I don't want to be overtaken by emotions when I think about the other sessions that they had in the past, and I have to just take this moment and commend the parents of those who have lost their lives to domestic violence and who have lost their lives to sexual assault. Of course, I think of Ashanti's mom, I think about Andrea's dad, I think about Shauna's mom, and I don't have children, so I cannot even fathom what that pain would be like. And when I think about Sean, it's been so much years, but there are citizens like myself who think about him, and we are here standing with all of you guys to understand that you are not going through this alone, and it's about high time that us as citizens do what we have to do in Trinidad and Tobago to ensure that my children, my children's children, can have the sweet Trinbago that I know and that I love and that I will be representing at the end of this year. This may be on a live, but we are here in person and we're standing with each and every one of you guys. Please feel free. I know this is probably super crazy, but please feel free. If it is you feel like you don't have a safe space and someone to talk to about your issues, please get me on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook at Jenelle Thongs. Yes, my last name is Thongs. It's okay. I understand. Yes, like Cisco, it's fine. That's JENELLETHONGS. Please feel free to reach out to me if it is you need a listening ear and someone who would definitely support you. I've been there. I know exactly how it feels to look down and somehow still, look up and somehow still sit down. I know how it feels to be depressed and feel like if it is you can't get out of the rut. But I am the big sister that you didn't know that you needed. But I'm here to be with you guys through everything, and I'm so thankful to have this space and this time to talk to you guys. Thank you so much for everyone to be listening. I'm just seeing all your comments, and thank you so much. Trinidad and Tobago, we need to do better as a people, and it starts with us. It starts with us within our communities and understanding that we have lost that sense of community. It means that we're looking out for our brothers and sisters, and that we are taking a stand, even if that means that we are the ones that are going to get shut out. It means like if we're on the promenade and we see something that looks crazy, but we step in, and we have to be here together for each other in order for us to be better and be great, and the great nation that I hope to represent at the end of this year. So I just want to say thank you